Hiya guys, how are you today? And welcome to another episode of the last two career mode. This time it's Monaco, the duel on the F1 calendar. Of course, last time was the Spanish Grand Prix. We did it right, but here you go, Monaco, and you see it's going to be a wet race on Sunday. So this could be fun from the back of the field in the HRT. Let's see what we can do at the Monaco Grand Prix. So here you go guys, welcome to Monaco, a very wet Monaco for the Monaco Grand Prix. It's race day, of course, so we get into the mighty beast that is the HRT, and here we go. So firstly, I'm going to show you the weather. 100% chance of rain, because it is raining, so obviously, but it will be interesting to see if it stops raining at some point in this race, if eventually it becomes sunny or not. And here's the grid for the Grand Prix, where Fernando Alonso took another pole position, with Button in second and Webber in third. Raikkonen had a good day in fourth, while Hamilton and Vettel struggled in fifth and sixth. Grosjean did well to come seventh. Kobayashi had a good day. Massa was okay in ninth, and Maldonado rounds off the top 10. Poor day for Schumacher there, and Rosberg and Perez. And obviously a terrible day for Bruno Senna. Strategy wise, wet race, they don't ask me to do any pit stops, so I don't plan any pit stops. And now let's go to the Monaco Grand Prix. Here we go guys, welcome to the grid here in Monte Carlo for the Monaco Grand Prix. Fernando Alonso sits on pole, there's our teammate, and here we are in P24 in the rain in Monaco in the HRT. I don't know what my wet pace is going to be like, but the lights are coming on here in Monaco. Let's see what we can do here on lap 1, and the lights are out, and let's go here at the Monaco Grand Prix. I tend to always make a very cautious start in Monaco before such a tight turn 1. I don't want to have any incidents going into turn 1. Don't want to risk losing a front wing or whatever. I want to keep the car in good condition. I think that's probably the best answer here. And now let's try to fight through. We straight away get Kovalainen there on the exit of turn 1, going up towards Casino Square, but we hit the wall slightly, bouncing around here in IHRT. And I think we lost the position there in the end to Kovalainen. Back in P24, we hit the wall again there. Don't know what happened to us, just getting used to the wet conditions really. Knowing when to turn, I'm quite nervous, but there we go. We directly inside of Kovalainen, now behind our teammate. In P22, there's been some carnage up ahead. Petrov crashes there, lost his front wing. We have to get around him quickly. Finally get around him. We still struggled to get out of there. But now we have to go into the tunnel and chase Charles Peak. Quite a big cluster of cars ahead of us here. Let's see how quickly we can catch up to Charles Peak in wet conditions. So far the car feels right. I'm getting used to it. I hit the wall a bit there in sector 1. But I think it'll get better now. And here we are, very quickly actually catched up to Charles Peak there in the Marussia. You would expect that really. And again, we nearly lost the car there again. That's the toughest corner of all. To go past the swimming pool chicane around here. Coming towards the end of the lap already, pretty crazy. Kovalainen has fallen 2.5 seconds behind us already. Madness. But let's see what we can do, maybe going on to the long pit straight here against Charles Peak. Struggled there as well in the wet conditions. And let's see what we can do. Going in now to turn 1. Try to make a lot of time, get a really good exit out of here if we can. And yeah, we do that. And we're now racing wheel to wheel with Charles Peak going up the hill towards Casino Square. But I think we've got a position, we're now on P20. Decent. Now Bruno Senna, we do look around the outside there. He's got Timo Glock ahead of him. But we did look around the outside of Senna there, but it wasn't enough space. So skip now towards the tunnel, in lap 2. Coming down towards the first chicane. So there's a good overtaking place here. And we dive bombed that basically. Up the inside, and there you go, P19. And now we have to work out how to dispose of Timo Glock. That's our next challenge now. Again, this is the toughest corner, I would say, on this track. I managed it okay there. We kept up with Timo Glock, most importantly. And now let's see what we can do. We have a fairly clean run through there. Maybe lost a tiny bit of time to make it off, but it wasn't too bad. So we now come down towards the final corner. Let's see if we can get him on the straight maybe. Have a good exit. It's sort of in the slipstream. I don't think the slipstream has such a big effect on this game, to be honest, and it's such a short straight as well. And DRS is disabled, of course, because of the wet weather tyres. We hit the walls, we go slightly around the outside there, but it's fine. We now escape onto lap 4. And we're caught up to the next group of cars, John Oakburn in Toro Rosso. It looks like we have some reasonable pace here today, actually. Yeah, we're catching up. Normally we can't keep up with these guys, but we can today. And we go down towards chicane, and look at what the hell has happened there. Somebody's lost their front wing. I haven't got a clue who, if I'm honest. But yeah, some crazy crap has happened there. Hulkenberg seems okay. It looks like he's it. Yep, it looks like it's Fern who's lost his front wing. And we've hit him, got up to the bed, wrong time, and he's had a spin. I think we had contact there. And he spun out, but we're now in P16. Yellow flag conditions, quickly gone to green flag. I don't think I spun him out on purpose, that's for sure not. I certainly wouldn't do that. But I think I played a part in that, that's for sure. But now we have to chase after Danny Ricciardo, winner of the 2017 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. But this is of course the 2012 Monaco Grand Prix. And look at that, we're going purple on lap 5, that's pretty impressive. And we're right behind Danny Ricciardo now, in the Toro Rosso. We shouldn't be able to overtake him really, he's in a faster car. But it looks like we have pace this weekend. And we might be able to do something pretty special. We've had the fastest lap time so far. As Ricciardo goes very defensive there, which might help us going up the hill. We're going to get a good exit. Look at the fastest lap so far, we clearly have some pace and maybe we're going to get into points in this race. Let's see what happens. Sadly that we didn't have enough grunt in our engine to get ahead of Ricciardo going up towards Casino Square. So we're going to have to slot in behind him for now, but there's other opportunities to overtake. Even though you can't overtake Monaco apparently. Well, let's see what we go. Actually now, tightest hairpin of the corner, slowest hairpin of all. The slowest corner of the whole F1 calendar, we get through it. Well, we're right behind Danny Ricciardo. We're going to take a wide line through there to try to get a really good exit. We're right, literally nose to tail there with Danny Ricciardo. Again, we don't have the straight line speed in the tunnel to keep up with him. And now maybe we're going to dive up the inside of him here, going into the chicane, and we get in position. We're now in P15. What a move there by me. That was a good overtake. And now we have to chase Nico Rosberg in a Mercedes. I didn't think I'd be racing Mercedes in this Grand Prix. I know I said it did badly in qualifying, but there you go. And lap 10. And we're caught up, and look how far behind Ricciardo has fallen back. 6 seconds. But we're now in the tunnel, right behind Nico Rosberg. And yes, of course we know how much he hates wet conditions in real life. But I don't think that's really going to be put into the game. And we sort of wanted to have a look up the inside there, but we were a little bit too far back. Remember, he's in quite a fast car. He won a race in 2012. Not this race, but he won a race. Now we look around the outside here as he goes very defensive. He goes very slowly through here. We sort of squeeze against the wall there. We go side by side through here, and he squeezes us out again. We have to lift off to avoid the wall. And now that was dirty driving, if I've ever seen it from Nico Rosberg. Really, maybe he should have lifted off there. I thought that was disgusting driving, if we're going to use Hamilton's words. A disgrace. But whatever. But we'll overtake him eventually, hopefully. If we finish lap 10, go on to lap 11 of this Monaco Grand Prix. It's going quite quickly. And we found a good way to get through turn 1 well. Which is really good. We've got another really good run on Nico Rosberg here. Are we going to be able to have a look around here? No, I don't think we'll be quite close enough. We take a very wide line here to make sure we get a good exit around here. And down here as well. Important to get a good exit here, not to spin the wheels too much. And I am also being quite cautious in the rain as well. It's very rare that I've actually driven in the rain on this game. And I'm pretty scared about it, to be honest. So I'm being pretty cautious. You're certainly not too aggressive. I don't want to be too aggressive. I don't want to risk spinning, which would be quite embarrassing, really. But here again, we're right behind Nico Rosberg in the tunnel again. But it looks like he has more grunt in his engine, as we know. Our engine's not very good. And again, we couldn't really have a look up the inside there. But there's so many cars here. And look at that, he had a poor exit from the chicane rim, near enough wheel to wheel. He goes defensive again, and this time we make this corner, get the position. Pretty good. And we're in P14, we've overtaken a Mercedes. Did hit the wall slightly there. And Alonso has beaten our fastest lap only by a couple of tenths, so we can't really complain. Lap 12 now, and Perez is ahead of us still, as we know, in P13. And we are right behind them. We are really keeping up with these guys. And ahead of them is Maldonado, who shouldn't be able to get away. And there you go, we're going to chase Perez now, wheel to wheel, going down the main straight. And he goes very defensive into turn 1. We're able to outbrake him and get the position. There you go. We're in P13 now, and now we have to chase after the Rainmaster himself, Michael Schumacher. And this is where, if I can overtake Schumacher, then maybe I can even get a podium in this race. Who knows? This could be crazy, the result here, if I keep it on the track, of course. Which ultimately is what matters here. Let's see what we can do. Going into the hairpin, slowest corner, as we know. 30 miles an hour. You know, that's road speed. On a slow road. Going to the tunnel, we tend to get good exits out of here at the moment. But you know, our engine just isn't good enough. And we're not able to keep up with these guys at that point, but we're very good on the brakes here. We're getting a lot of time on Schumacher, and Maldonado are ahead. And let's see what we can do. We're not going to be able to make a move here, I don't think. Annoyingly. I think he's a little bit too far ahead for us to make a move there. But let's see what we can do. We're driving very well this race overall. Yes, we have hit the wall occasionally. But it's been pretty good. Now in lap 14, in the tunnel again. I think we are slightly closer to Schumacher here, but we're not going to be able to overtake him into this chicane. But let's try to get a really good exit through here. We try to keep a straight line as much as possible through the chicane, and we're feeling very defensive here. And are we able to outbrake him, go wheel to wheel through what was one of the toughest corners, quite fast as well. And we get P12 from Michael Schumacher, the 7th time world champion. We overtake him round the outside in Monaco. Doesn't get better than that, does it? Now, past Maldonado, we know we should be careful with him in his lap 15 now. The tunnel again, this seems to be my strongest part of the track. Even though we're probably a bit slower than the other cars in the tunnel itself. But we're very good on the braking here, really good actually. The AI seem pretty weak around here. We get another good run through the chicane, and he's going to go defensive, I think. Are we able to outbrake him here? No, not quite. But he goes very slowly because he's not on the racing line. And we get to P11. And now it's Kobayashi in P10. And he is in the points. So if we can catch up to Kobayashi, only 4 seconds ahead, we're going to be in the points in this race. Now that would be special. We're lap 17 here. And it's now massive ahead of us. And there's a whole cluster of cars ahead of us. What the hell is going on? And the safety car's been deployed. Wow. I've never seen that on an F1 game, and I haven't caused it myself. And safety car has been deployed. And that is going to really help us with the pace we have. Now we can realistically even win this race. That is ridiculous, guys. Wow. We're in P11. I don't know what's happened ahead of us. But safety car has been deployed on the Codemasters game, which isn't F1 2016. But look at that, Maldonado has just overtaken us. And the safety car in the game isn't going to let us overtake him. So now in P12, and Maldonado is overtaking us on the safety car. What a disgrace. Huh. But there you go, Button's been in the pit, so we're getting some positions there. But sadly, because we're not going at full speed, we weren't able to stay ahead of Button. And the pit exit led to him being ahead of us. But now, lap 19, safety cars coming in, we're in P10. Because I think Maldonado pitted, so I'm not so pissed off with him anymore.
Go now.
And race is being resumed here. On lap 19, out of 39 at Monaco Grand Prix. Petrov's getting out of the way there, as we've just lapped him. And who knows what can happen in the rest of this race. Can we win this race? Guys, tell me in the comments. We've got the pace, I think. Let's see what happens. Our teammate is now going into the pits. A stupid strategy to do it just after a pit stop. What a stupid team I have. Ridiculous. We tried to have a look up the inside the button there, but it wasn't really to be. He is in the McLaren after all. He qualified second, so he does really have to pace this weekend. So who knows what's going to happen here. as we now go into the tunnel here on lap 20. And I think we are going to lose a lot of time in the tunnel, sadly. It's going to be a little bit annoying. I don't know if we're going to be able to overtake him here. But we do make a lot of time there, but we do go slightly wide into the chicane, a bit deep. But now lap 22 and we've got a fantastic run out of turn 1 on Jensen Button. And we're going to have to look around the outside of Casino Square. Not to be. Now we're chasing down towards the end of sector 1. Braking hard. Decent driving here. And you know, the cars ahead haven't even got away. So we are generally on the pace here. And I'm pretty proud of that, because I thought I was going to struggle in this race, to be honest with you. But as it turns out, that wasn't going to happen. Going into the tunnel again, I have been here in real life, as I've said before on this channel. It's amazing how long the tunnel is. In real life, you don't realise how long it is, because cars go so fast. But, you know, it's an amazing place, Monaco, I have to be honest. Now back to the video here, of course. You know, Perez is also right behind us. So we're basically in a train here, but we're not, for once, we're not leading it. We're a passenger rather than a driver. Lap 23, going into the chicane again. There's so many cars ahead of us now. We could get some good points here. And look at Button's going defensive. And we're able to outbrake and go wheel to wheel slightly. We push into the wall there as well. But we get a position, and we're now in P9. Imagine if we can finish in P9. We do mess up that chicane slightly. But it's not the end of the world. And yeah, that was special, guys. Now we've got Kobayashi in P8. But now lap 29. And look at that, Kobayashi has spun out. Never seen that much on F1 game either. But he has spun out there. Pretty amazing. And we're now in P8. Imagine if we finished P8. 4 points, I believe. That'd be pretty special. And now it's lap 32. We're chasing down Felipe Massa in his Ferrari. Basically been behind in the whole race. Going into the hairpin now. Only a few laps left to go in this race, actually. I don't think we're going to win this race. But look at that. We've got a puncture. Disaster is striked here. And we've got a puncture. We're sort of going to have to reverse into the run-up area here. We can't turn around. And get back to the pits ASAP. That's the end of our points finishing hope. We've got a puncture, guys. And we're trying to turn around. Obviously, this is a terrible place to try to turn around. In Monaco, obviously, acceleration is very slow now. Because of the puncture. Really struggling here. Left rear puncture. Disaster, and we're now in P13. And we just look at the race director. All the guys ahead of us haven't pitted. Apart from Button. Yeah, but most of the guys there haven't pitted. And they're going fine. So why should we get a puncture because we haven't pitted? That's just unfair. I didn't hit anything there. And we're only now about to be pitted. I think we've been lapped already even. And both our rear tyres are gone now. Front tyres aren't so worn, but we come into the pit lane in lap 32. Which has been a bit of a disaster, to be honest. I don't believe Petrov was that far behind either. And yeah, both rear tyres punctured. It took literally about 5 minutes to get back to the pits. It was ridiculous. And yeah, tyres are finally on. And yeah, I don't think we're going to get any more positions in this race. And here you go, lap 37. Petrov's on just 22 seconds, so actually got away from him slightly. And there, he wasn't 2 minutes behind us before. And we're pushing very hard and we hit the wall. And we lose our front wing. Disaster, guys. And we want to turn around and sort of reversing a bit to find some space. We hit the wall there, but we had no front wing anyway, so who cares. We managed to turn around, hit a fire extinguisher a bit. Actually been lapped by Mauritia. You know, this race was going so damn well, but it's turned into a disaster. We're pitting again. I didn't even need to push hard there. We weren't getting any position, so I guess that it doesn't really matter this. Petrov is obviously overtaking us now. And yeah, there you go. And Mark Webber has won this race, which means we're about to end this race. And there you go, P21, guys. Disaster. It was going so well. At one point I said we could win this race. We were as high as P8, but I think the game screwed us over with the partnership, to be honest. And there you go, the final result. You can see how amazing our fastest lap was. We got a 20-second penalty for something that I don't even know what it was for. But our fastest lap was a 1:27. Our teammate's fastest lap was a 1:30. But there you go. I'm annoyed with the game. Also, Maldonado overtaking us on the safety car. That was just ridiculous. But yeah, I'm pretty annoyed after this race. My driving overall was alright. But as for race results, as we know, Mark Webber won this race, just beating Lewis Hamilton. Kimi Raikkonen did well to come third on a good day for Lotus, with his teammate in fourth. Vettel did well in fifth. Not the best day for him though, in reality. Massa did well in sixth. Paul di Resta, good day for him. But Drivers' Championship wise, Hamilton leads, extending his lead to 14 points over Mark Webber. Alonso has lost quite a bit this race, only in P18. Button is fourth. No, he's 18 points behind, sorry, Alonso. And yeah, there you go, we're in P16. Which is alright, to be honest. And maybe we'll get offers from better teams sometime soon. And our teammate is there in P24. Constructors wise, McLaren are still leading, while Red Bull and Ferrari have been doing well. Mercedes have lost a bit of ground, while Lotus have managed to overtake Sauber. And we're in P9, still ahead of Toro Rosso, which is maybe one of my personal aims for the season. It'd be really cool to beat Toro Rosso. Anyway guys, I'm coming towards the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry about the ending of the video. And yeah, I'll see you soon for the Canadian Grand Prix. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you really enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this and other types of videos, please subscribe to my channel. If you have anything to say in the comments, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Also, go and check out the videos that should be on screen right now, and come and follow me on Twitter, BigGaming342, and Facebook, BigGaming342, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye.